What's good? I'm Nate James, and I'm a rapper. About a week ago, I received an email from somebody who I knew about something called Tennessee Songwriters Week. And as the name suggests, it's a competition for songwriters. Now, of course, with Tennessee comes country, and with country comes not me. I really did not think that I was gonna do this, but at the last second, I decided it'd be worthwhile. At the very least, I would get some performing opportunities, maybe get to network with some people, just have some fun on stage. And what ended up happening is exactly what I least expected. So here's the story. Sit back and relax. I knew that I had to start rehearsing, so I decided to start with the one that I felt more comfortable with, which was Gandhi. This song is actually releasing really soon, so be ready for it.
I hop in my Challenger, maybe one day I'll get a family, get a Maserati. It'll get funded by pack after pack, and my royalties nothing like eight Bugattis. I'm scoring buckets like Michael Jordan, y'all ain't ready for him, chop it up like a Roddy. Pull up on him while I pen a poem, about to write proverbs like Muhammad Gandhi. Look at each song like a speed racer, I consider my stool like an auto body. Got influence from getting no copy and paste, but you know I be out of pocket. Keep the schedule like an opposite cycle, I been forced to settle, I keep up on my feet. Climb to the peak, I ain't never rest, it's Everest, it's Everest, if I face defeat. That is the test, ready to crest the top and beat the stress. I got the best unlocked with the key, they will never guess, they might protest, but I attest, I got the...
The next song that I had to rehearse was Plastic Smile. It's been out for a while, it's one of my favorite songs, but this one was really hard because the breath control is crazy, and the tone on the vocals is really hard to maintain live. It was difficult. Not too worried about the rap part on that. It's a lot easier. Show's only a few hours away. I don't know why, man. There's like a physical feeling of nervousness. Like in my mind, I'm not really tripping about it that much, but my stomach is in knots, dude. I don't even know. Honestly, a large part of this is that the last several times that I've gotten up on a stage, it's been in front of these Tennessee audiences that really don't want anything to do with rap. That kills your confidence because you could be the best performer in your genre, and if the audience isn't feeling it, it looks terrible. It's a real confidence killer. I rehearsed until like 3 a.m. last night, and then I rehearsed, 4 or 5 times more just now, both songs. I'm not too worried about Gandhi, that one's like surprisingly pretty easy. Plastic Smile is a whole other story, man. I don't know. Guess we'll see how it goes. Now, I knew that I shouldn't let myself keep feeling like that for too long, especially with how fast the show was coming up. And as long as my confidence was low, that would mean a bad performance. So I started working on it right then. And I especially worked on it trying to get rid of all those negative thoughts and replacing them with higher energy, maybe some funny stuff while we did my hair, because I didn't really have anything else to focus on.
100 stacks on the watch, 100 blocks on the dial. Ricky Ross, new whip, tennis shoes in the socks. I'm up in Secret City, yeah, that boy got the bling. You better hit the phone and bricks selling like ringtones. I'm stepping out fresh, I'm stepping out clean.
With my hair out of the way, it was time to start the drive.
That is the test, ready to press the top and beat the stress. I got the best unlocked with a key. They will never guess, they might protest, but I attest, I got the best, I'm firm on my feet. Lead the rest, they lead the press, they make it press, they can't unless you beat it, so I can never let them get in my lane. I don't play the beat to heat up my game. I will keep it dope and no to my shame. I'ma keep it pure and sure I'm not aim. Pushing through these limits a little with no lanes. I'ma get turned out of my gains. I'm way too busy for kissing up 2 lanes, so I'ma keep the focus, I'm chosen my whole thing.
When we got to the venue, my suspicions were exactly as I had thought. This place is made for country artists.
What are you feeling?
What do you mean?
How are you feeling?
I need to pee. I own this place.
Walking in.
They just don't know it yet. Oh, good Lord.
Oh, this is looking like something.
Your typical rap venue.
Now, I am not at all saying that I have anything against this. For a country competition, this makes sense. But that was my whole point. For a country competition. I don't even hate country. It's just a different vibe than my genre. And so if I'm performing in the same room with a stage that's set up for their vibe, I just thought that it was going to be funny. You know, it added to my idea that this wasn't going to be something that I should treat as a super, super serious thing. I just needed to have fun with it.
The best part about Soundcheck was listening to the conversations backstage. The circle of country artists would talk about how much they hate rappers and how much they think it's stupid that rappers could even compete in this, and how in the Memphis one, it's always biased towards them.
So I already knew I was not going to be making any friends here. And then the show began.
I'm wondering, they should go back home. Or now. Never dancing, but never glancing at what might be wrong or right.
As expected. So there I am, sitting in my chair, just picturing how the audience is going to react when I get up there and do something that is not even close to the other 7 acts that they'd heard that night. And so my turn came.
Nate James is an independent hip-hop artist, producer, vocal coach, speaker, and writer. Welcome Nate James to the stage.
And then the technical difficulties began. It started with my mic not working. And then eventually we realized the backing track wasn't working either.
One eternity later.
Check. There we go, we got it.
For this video, I'm only going to post snippets of each performance just for the sake of time, but if y'all want to, I can post the unedited versions on my YouTube channel too. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in.
I see you walking past me, headphones on. Got these people always asking how you doing.
I got so nervous during this song and kind of started panicking mentally because I totally thought that my tone was off, but it turns out it was alright.
Validation isn't from within, but I still look there again and again. Upwards is the only way to look, unless it's down at the holy book. I get distracted, tell myself to man up. That's well and good, but I can barely stand up. Marching along to the beat of a drum, but it ain't mine, so I hope they ain't wrong. I'm walking past you, headphones on. I've got these people always asking how I'm doing. A lot of them into falsely doing fine. You got a smile, but it's plastic. It's plastic.
And so my first song was over, and it went a lot better than I thought that it would. Honestly, that song had me really nervous because there's a lot of nuances to it that make sense in the original mix and what's available on streaming services, but translating that to live is a unique difficulty that I didn't predict. But it went well. Got a good applause.
I know I mentioned that the whole performances weren't going to be on here, but on top of that, something that's really cool that's not in these either are the introductions to each song. They have some really cool stories and some really funny jokes, so if y'all want the full thing, let me know in the comments.
I hop on my challenge, y'all. Maybe one day I'll get a Phantom, get a Maserati. It'll get funded by plaque after plaque, and my royalties something like 8 Bugattis. I'm scoring buckets like Michael Jordan, y'all ain't ready for him. Chopping up like a run. Pull up on him while I pin a form. I've been writing proverbs, I'm a Hamagani. Climb to the peak, I ain't Everest. It's Everest, it's cleverest. If I raise the feet, that is the test for needing rest. The top will beat the stress. I got the rest of my for the key. They will never guess. They might contest, but I attest. I got the best. I'm on my feet. Cleave the rest, they leave. Wait, hold on. I hop in my challenge, y'all. Maybe one day I'll get a Phantom, get a Maserati. It'll get funded by plaque after plaque, and my royalties something like 8 Bugattis. I'm scoring buckets like Michael Jordan, y'all ain't ready for him. Chop up like a Roddy. Pull up on him while I pin a form. I've been writing proverbs on the Hamagani. Hop in my challenge, y'all. Maybe one day I'll get a Phantom, get a Maserati. Proverbs on the Hamagani.
Since I was the last act, it was time for all the judges to put their scores together. As they were tallying them all up, I looked around the room and I thought to myself, there's just nobody here who these judges are actually going to think I did better than. Like, everyone who performed was so talented. Like, I don't want this to look like I'm just dogging on country. Like, do I enjoy it? Not as much as other genres, but these people were really talented. There were some incredible singers, some incredible instrumentalists, and ultimately, just as the contest requires, some incredible songwriters. And especially since this is their home genre, you know, this is it. I thought, how in the world could I possibly even actually compete? So he cuts right to the chase and starts reading off the awards. He announces the first alternate, which is basically the person who will go to the next round if one of the 2 finalists is not able to. And then he says this.
Our second place, Nate James.
I'm still stunned. And then this happened. Grown men, mind you. Oh, embarrassing. So funny. Anyway, then we took a bunch of photos and we left.
Yeah, Nate.
This judge was so sweet, and she ranked me higher than anybody else who performed that night. She said, and I quote, "I hate rap, but that song was beautiful." That made my night.
Okay, so we just won it. Well, not won it, but we got second place, which means we're going to Memphis. And I expected this video to be, I rapped at a country competition, and that be the end of the title. But now I get to say I placed, and we're going to Memphis. That's the next round. And the thing about Memphis is that there's going to be a lot of other rappers there. Like, they said it's biased towards rap. So I have a feeling we might be going to Nashville for the finals. So I guess we'll see. But let's go get some Taco Bell.
So we went to Taco Bell and celebrated the dub. February 18th in Memphis, I'm going to be performing in the second part of this competition, looking to go to the finals in Nashville. Depending on how it goes, you might be able to expect a part 2 from this video. Until then, my original music is available for streaming on all streaming platforms under the name Nate James. I just dropped a song with Rick Ross, and the song that I performed in here called Gandhi is going to be available this Friday, February 9th. And the first song I performed, Plastic Smile, already available. Go give them a listen. If you enjoyed J. Cole, Eminem, JID, you're gonna like my stuff. Go give it a listen. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Comment your Taco Bell order below, and don't forget to subscribe. It's like 4 a.m. I gotta go to sleep. See ya.